So here we are, we're in our 50s. If you listen to me, the 50s could be the new 40s. As we age, our skin begins to dry out. Our skin actually begins to dry out when we're 30. 30 into 40s into 50s. By the time we get to 50, we lose that glow. The skin starts to sag a little because our skin doesn't hold the water as readily. Our skin cells don't turn over as readily. We get rough skin, we get skin that looks blotchy, and our skin no longer looks like a 12-year-old when we had that volume, that youth, you know, that little puffiness in our cheeks. Our skin is no longer lifted, our jawline becomes jagged. I'm sorry if I'm depressing you, but unfortunately, age is age, and we do age. So what can we do to turn back the hands of time? And so let me give you some little tips. First, as I mentioned, we want to hydrate our skin. I came out with Sobel Skin RX, hyaluronic acid. Because what happens as we age? We lose the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid helps keep water. In fact, it keeps water in 1,000 times its weight. Also, always use a gentle wash. Why gentle? Because as we age, our skin becomes much more irritated because the skin thins out. And because it thins out, it's very easy to become red and blotchy and more prone to environmental stress. So there's one ingredient that you want to use, retinol. I recommend using retinol at night, and we have a Sobel Skin RX retinol, 4.5%, which is one of the highest retinols on the market, alternated with niacinamide. People don't realize niacinamide is B3 complex. And what does that do? It also helps keep the water in the skin. It helps repair the skin barrier, because as we age, our skin barrier gets depleted. I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of the best antioxidants, and that's vitamin C. Vitamin C you should use during the daytime. We also have a Sobel Skin vitamin C, 35%. That's a very high concentration, but you do not get irritated with it. Use that during the daytime and follow it with a sunscreen. That is the key as well. As we age, the skin around the eyes becomes crepey, sallow looking. We get hollowness around the eyes. A great cream is to use an eye cream that has a peptide in it. The peptides will increase collagen production and help get rid of that yellow sallowness around the eyes. Now we're going to talk about some procedures you could do in the dermatologist's office. We lose volume as we get older. So if we lose volume because we don't make collagen as readily, we don't make elastin as readily. So what happens? It's like a house. We lose the framework. We become sunken in. Our jawline becomes jagged. Our cheekbones need to be lifted. The best thing you could do is hyaluronic acid injectables, Juvederm, RESTYLANE, inject it into the skin, to the cheekbones for lifting, around the jawline to straighten the jawline. We could also use around the eyes. What happens around the eyes? We said that it gets hollow. Now what do we want to do? As we age, our lips become thinner and thinner. We look older. Okay, if you look at our grandmas or our aunts, they have thin lips, so we want to volumize them. So use your hyaluronic acid to volumize and fill up, plump up the lips, giving you a better border around your lips. So when you put your lipstick on, your lipstick doesn't bleed into these lines around your lips. You want just enough to make you look like you did when you were 30 years of age. By the time you get to your 50s, your skin becomes blotchy and hyperpigmented. The skin becomes rough. You get precancers. FRAXEL is the laser you want to do. It'll get rid of the pigmentation. It'll get rid of precancers, which is really important, which is maybe the most important. Okay, it'll get rid of that rough skin as well. It'll bring your skin back. It's sort of like painting a wall. Okay, your skin looks blotchy, and you have to cover it with makeup. All of a sudden, you do a FRAXEL, and you don't even have to wear makeup anymore. I'm going to take you one level up to the next laser called Peel. It's a CO2 laser. Now, what's the difference? The Peel Okay, CO2 will also tighten your skin. It'll remove the pigmentation. There's a little more downtime. On FRAXEL, you just get a little red and you slough off the dead skin cells with the pigment for a couple of days. With Peel, it's probably more 4 or 5 days. But the key thing is you could dial it down or dial it up. What does that mean? You could put it on a high frequency where you get more downtime, or you could put it on a very low frequency. Microneedling and radio frequency, called VIVACE, is one of the most popular procedures we have now. What does it do? Non-invasive, no downtime, it tightens your skin, but also not only does it tighten it, it lifts your skin over your face and underneath your chin, your neck. We don't have much for the neck short of surgery, but doing the VIVACE 2 times, 4 times, okay? You could do it several different times. The more you do it, the more results you get. It'll tighten your neck, it'll tighten your cheeks, it'll lift your eyes. It's just a great procedure with no downtime. But now you realize Botox is not the only thing. Botox is just one of the things that you probably should do as well in your 50s. Get rid of those crow's feet, those lines on your forehead, those 11s, the bands on your neck, to do a little lifting with the Botox. But now you have all these other procedures and it's all additive. And they're all pretty much no downtime or very little downtime, or you're just a little red, but you can go almost anywhere you want and you'll look great in a couple of days. So the key is, don't look 50 if you don't have to. Look 40, look 35. You have all the tools now to look younger.